Are you ready to unlock the power of Pinterest for your Etsy store? Pinterest not only allows Etsy sellers to promote their shops, but they also allow affiliate links and has become a goldmine for Etsy sellers and affiliates alike. Did you know Etsy not only lets its sellers become affiliates, but also it permits them to boost their store's income through using those very affiliate links? And they recently created Etsy Affiliate Hub, which is a new way to earn higher commissions for every successful purchase via your affiliate links to sellers that have turned on off-site ads. So whether it's promoting your own creations or exploring community with other Etsy shops, there's a world of possibilities. Stick around as we explore the magic of combining your Etsy shop, Pinterest marketing, and affiliate marketing, all with idea pins. If you're ready to boost your earnings this shopping season, I'm going to share some Pinterest strategies to get you the most out of the season. Let's jump on in. Okay, Pinterest strategy gift guides for Etsy sellers and affiliates. So you can direct link to idea pins with your affiliate links. They're the only pins that you're able to use. Your direct linking on a pin is an idea pin. So a video pin, let's just call it what it is. It's a video pin. You can use your affiliate links to your own Etsy shop and other complementary shops to your Etsy shop. So if you want to promote your own shop, you can do so through the regular, just a standard non-affiliated link, and you can do regular pins with those ones. But if you're wanting to promote your shop or your items through the affiliate links, if you become an Etsy affiliate, you would then need to create a video pin or to call it correctly, an idea pin, this one here. So keep that in mind. If you are promoting your own shop and you're using affiliate links, it needs to be an idea pin. If you're promoting your own shop and you're just going to do it without any affiliate link, you can just create a video pin or pins. You can link to your favorited items or your collections on Etsy. So let's have a look. If we go to Etsy and we go to favorites, you can create public favorite boards. I don't know what they call these. Favorite products. Anyway, you can create public versions of your favorite items on Etsy like this, and then promote all of these items in your idea pin and link to this specific favorites board on Etsy. So that's one way you can do it. You can link directly to, here's a good example, you can link directly to a product, and obviously there's some cons with doing that. Is if this item is sold out or no longer available, or they've unlisted it for whatever reason, you'll find a page similar to this. So that's not too bad if it's somebody else's shop, because then you've got similar items on Etsy and it may be your shop or Prairie. Let's see. No, see the top line there is not. How far do you have to go before you actually get to the same store? There we go. There's the same store all the way down here. So keep that in mind. If you are affiliate linking or direct linking to your own products on your shop, if you're listing for whatever reason, you take it down, Etsy takes it down, you sell out, any of those sorts of scenarios, your potential customer is going to get to something like this, a page like this, and sorry, this item is sold out. Similar items on Etsy, and unless you hold the absolute market share for your niche or product on Etsy, you may end up all the way down here, and in which case you may miss out on an actual sale. You may still, if the shopper uses an affiliate link and gets to this page and they end up purchasing, this one instead, then you may still get commission, or you will get commission if they make an actual sale through your link. It doesn't necessarily need to be this one here. But if you were using your own shop and trying to get them to your products, let's say you list a product and then it sells out, and then a couple of months later, because the pin is still active on Pinterest, they come to this page and you have this product here, this one in the middle, which is one they actually wanted anyway, in your shop, they may not see it because it may end up down here, and they may see all these other alternatives and end up buying that instead. So in that instance there, you will have lost an actual sale to your shop. So I will show you something to do if you are in that situation. You can link to Etsy shop pages, so your actual Etsy shop. So if you just go, for example, this one here, if you just come to the shop page, you can then use this link here as a affiliate link, and that will get the customer or potential customer straight to your shop page, which has all of your items, which may or may not be relevant to your customer who's coming. So if they're coming in here for, let's say, this product here, but they're seeing these products here, they may not actually be interested in dog bowls, and they are specifically and only interested in planters that you have. For example, you can also link to search results. So if I went to cozy house, you can direct link to this here. So you just copy this one, and this one will be your link. And anybody that comes through that particular link, they're just going to see the search results. So it's less specific for an item. So if you have used particular products in your collection and you use this method, they may or may not actually be able to find the products that you were promoting in your pin. So this method here is not the greatest for that, because obviously it's kind of misleading if you're, using 8 products that do fall under like a cozy house vibe situation. Unless they are specifically called that and you'll be able to find them, they're just going to be getting a search result for anything that somebody may have tagged as cozy house vibes, and in which case this obviously does change person to person, moment to moment. If I refresh this page would look different. So whilst you can do that, it may not be the best option for what we're going to be doing on Pinterest, but just letting you know you can do it. Another thing that you can do though is, let's say you're promoting this particular product here. I go copy and I come back into the shop, which is a good way to get people to come to your shop, is to link directly to your shop. You may want to do something like this. And so even if this pot, it says one left, if this one sells before somebody who clicks on your Pinterest pin comes, they'll still be on your landing page. They'll still be on your shop. So you would want to link to either the specific product, or you can do plant pot sets, for example. So utilize the sidebar here, and you can copy this link here, and that will bring any potential incoming customers directly to your pot plant sets. So if you were promoting a set or what have you of pot plants, for example, they would land here on this page. And so even if this one here is not available, you still have these other options here, and they're still seeing your store and your offerings, regardless of which pot they came in to see. Hopefully though, you will have similar items and or the same item available for them from your pin, but in case that particular listing is temporarily sold out or whatever the case may be, they're still getting to your shop with your products. And obviously if they liked something of yours, they may like something else of yours, giving you just that extra chance at selling to the customer that has come in. And I think that's all the different links on Etsy that you can use as affiliate links. Yes. Okay, so let's go back to Pinterest. All right, with both idea pins, which is, video pins or slideshows, and regular pins, you can link to your profile. So this page right here, you can link specifically to this link in a pin. You can link to a board. So you can copy this and link that in one of your pins. So for example, if you're creating your cover board for your pin, which is what this one is, I've used it as the link. So this literally just links you back to this board. So you would come back to here. and you would see the different products that are available or the different things that are available in this board. And you can create sections for, let's go pastel recipe printable, and that'll be fine. We add that as a section, and if we go into said section, we can then use this link here and we can link to this particular link. That will become relevant in a moment when we get onto the different types of strategies. So here you can see you've got the digital and printable recipe collection, pastel recipe printables. You can edit the section and change the name if you like, but you can't add any descriptions or hashtags or anything like that to the section. And obviously I just created that, so there's no actual pins of my own in here, and there are suggestions in there, but I'm not going to be adding anything like that in there. And you can get back to the original overall board by just clicking on the top digital printable without having to do anything more to that. So let's get started with the strategies. Let's jump on in. So strategy 1 obviously is your straightforward way of doing it. You create individual idea pins or videos in this instance for your product and or other people's products from Etsy, and you would then be using your Etsy affiliate link and you would be listing directly to their product. So you'd be grabbing this link here from here forward, copying that, and either going to the plugin over here, copying the link here and putting it into Pinterest like that, or you can copy that link and go to this one, link builder, what was it, this one here, copying and creating the link there. And as you can see, yes, this seller does offsite ads, so you'll earn a higher commission if someone buys through that particular link. So that's using that first strategy of linking directly to this product, which got us, so if the listing is no longer available, this is what anybody who clicks on the link will see. And so this is not the best method, I believe. The pros to it obviously is it's kind of straightforward. You find a product, you copy the link for the said product, and you create an idea pin, and you then use that link to pin with, and then any pinners will be able to click on it and go directly to said product. That's all well and good if the product never runs out and or it never gets removed. If it is somebody else's pin, then obviously it's less important, because they still come to this page and they see that you were taking them directly to the product that they were wanting to see, because the image still stays there, and they do get options, so they're not, left high and dry. They do actually still get to see things that are similar. Etsy does a pretty good job of creating the user experience, the shopper's experience to be a little bit more seamless. So they do see similar items that they may actually want instead of this sold out item, and they can also still go to the shop. They just have to click on that link there, which takes them to the shop, which then they can maybe message the seller and say, hey, really like this item. If they're really keen on that particular item, they can do that as well. Although how many shoppers will actually do that, I cannot say. So if it is your own product, I suggest that you go to your own page first, to your shop, and then either search for that specific item, and or use your sections you're on the side here and narrow it down so that it's easy enough for them to find the one that they came looking for. But if it's not available, they will see others in that particular category, or if not, it'll say, sorry, this item doesn't exist or whatever, but you're still on your own shop. Okay, strategy number 2 is creating an idea pin that collages multiple products and link to a public favorites board, which is I showed you earlier, is going to this one, and then for example this one is a public facing collection of favorites. So what you would do there is you would need to create a favorites collection per gift guide pin that you are doing, and that way you create one video pin, you use one affiliate link, and it will bring them to this particular board. I don't know what, let me have a look. Let's just go from before the question mark, copy, and go incognito and put that in there. So for example, this is what they would see. They would then be able to see that it was curated by, oh look at that, it's curated by me. There's 13 and you've named it navy blue geometric planters, and this is what somebody from the outside would see once they click their link. So you can do that. That's one way of doing it for sure. You would then obviously need to be creating multiple different favorite public boards that you can use for your pins, your idea pins. So that's one way of doing it. The sellers will see, you know, similar to this collection, and they scroll down, collections we think you will still love. So this is great if you're just doing Etsy affiliate marketing, because you don't want to be doing this if you're including your own product, because there are too many opportunities for the customer to get to somebody else's product. But still a good option. This strategy is pretty good, as you'll only need to create one video pin, and one affiliate link, and it will get them to all of the items that you included in the idea pin. So yeah, so this method would be, you would only be adding the items specifically that your pin was promoting. So once you do, say, navy blue geometric planters, you would create a new favorites board for ceramic vases for flowers, and you would then pick your chosen products and put them in that favorites. You would then use that particular link for the next idea pin. So it's something that you can think about doing. It is something possible, of course, but then you would only have one idea pin with one link. So just when you're thinking about that from that perspective, that seems like it's a really great idea, as you only have to do one pin, right, to promote all of these products. One pin saves you on time. But in another way of thinking, Pinterest likes fresh pins. Pinterest wants a lot of pins. Pinterest encourages you to create more pins. So even though that way is simple, and you would think that you're saving yourself work, you're not really, because that's just one pin, and then you need to come up with more and more and more either collections for pins or ways to redo that specific set of products, which is something that you can do, of course. So again, I know you may have seen a lot of Pinterest strategy, affiliate marketing. It's so easy to make lots of money, and whilst it's not hard, it is not quick and easy. Okay, affiliate marketing and Pinterest marketing strategies are not hard to figure out and not hard to understand, but they are by no means like a quick, easy, if it was quick and easy, everybody would be doing it. It's going to be a little bit time consuming, so do keep that in mind. This is not a get rich quick thing. This is you need to be providing value, and you need to be providing something that people want. Okay, you want to keep that in mind when you're creating your Pinterest strategy for your own Etsy store and for your Etsy affiliate links, if that's what you are doing. Okay, the next strategy that we're going to be looking at is a method that I've come up with. It is creating a regular pin and a group of idea pins for your gift guide, your product roundup, whatever it is that you're currently doing for this. So you create a regular pin that is a collage of all the products in your gift guide or your product roundup, whatever you are promoting as a group, which would then link to the section. So in this case, I have created pastel recipe printables, but instead of it being this, you would create a name for it, for the pin that you created the collage for, and you would be using this link here in the collage regular pin. So the regular pin, you can go out and you can pin it into the overall board to help it get found by using all the extra descriptions that you have in the regular board. And it would link to this section here. It would have your products, your idea pins for your products individually. So each product that you are promoting in the collage would have its own idea pin, and that would be linking to the said product or the shop search results. So what I would do if it was your own, I would definitely be making sure that it is linking to your shop and the product within the shop. So in that, what I mean by that is, if this is your product, right? This is the product that you're wanting to pin to. You don't want to pin to this here, okay? You want to be coming back to here, and you're wanting to, if you're wanting to promote the ghost plant pot specifically, okay, you would be going boo, oh my goodness, cannot type for the life of me, ghost plant pot, okay? And then you hit on search, and you would be using this link here to promote to the idea pin. You would link this link in your idea pin, as it will take the person to your store, and then the search result is the specific item, and they simply need to click on that one. If for whatever reason this listing you no longer have, but you have the same product, it's just uploaded with the same title, and it's just, you know, version 2, you will have hopefully similar tags and or similar name to your product. If not, they can have a look at all the pot plants here by simply clicking on that. If it's not available, they can have a look at all items if they choose to and find something similar to the item. Like here, this one is, oh, that's because it's favorited. Okay, it's still only one listing. But okay, so in this example, pretend that this one here is a listing, and this one here is a second listing for the same item, but it is a secondary listing, as in they've created 2 listings for the same product to A/B test thumbnails and descriptions and things like that. As long as you can find a keyword, a tag that has, okay, well, like these, is there anything two-toned? Okay, let's say somebody is looking for your cedar pots, right? So if you just did a link for one of the cedar pots, and then the link was actually the keyword cedar, if you copied this link and made it into your affiliate link, this here would then give multiple search results on your shop. So they are not seeing anyone else's products. Like, look at this. They get to the bottom, they haven't seen anyone else's products but your products. So this is why this, I think, is the most important thing that you can do when you are promoting your shop. And this is regardless of whether you have Etsy affiliate links. If you are not an Etsy affiliate, this is still something that is very important to you as an Etsy seller, is when you are promoting your products on social media, on other platforms. This is something that I think you need to really think about is, are you ever going to, 1, not have that product listed? 2, is there any chance that for whatever reason it may get delisted? 3, is it possible that you have multiple products with similar tags that people may also be interested? For example, if somebody really liked this particular pot, they may also be looking for more pots. So they may also want this. So they may buy both of them. And this way it's getting both of these things in front of their eyes. So that's why I think that this method here is the making sure that you're on your shop and or the other person's shop, and using their search to find either keyword related items so that they can get multiple choices like this, 2 search results, or searching for the product so that they get that specific product up, or even just pinning to the shop. If the shop is very niche and they only do one thing, which is, you know, sometimes really good. Sometimes other people can make, a wider variety of items work for them as well. Again, it depends on, I suppose, the niche. If they only do one item, like let's say this particular shop only focuses on pot plants and you are promoting pot plants, then you only need to do the shop. But again, I have gotten off track. Okay, back to the method. So you would create, let me have a look. Let's have a look at this. So I have done a test version. So this here is a collage. It is a stagnant pin. This would be the first pin that you would create, and it pins directly to this section here. So this link would be going with this regular pin. So this is not an affiliate link, it's just linking to your own Pinterest board. Well, actually it's linking to the section within the Pinterest board on your Pinterest account. And in this Pinterest section, you would then have these idea pins linked to the product. So for example, this one here, this idea pin is telling them to click on the visit. This visit would take them to Etsy, to the listing, and or obviously my preferred method is going to the shop and then using the search results so that the person is getting what they are clicking on, more than likely, even if it is sold out. So the link for this one obviously would be the Etsy affiliate link to this person's store that has this printable floral ghost wall art printable. Okay, and then this one would be the same concept. So I start off with the regular pin as the cover, and it goes like this, and it tells you to get this crocheted cozy pumpkin and to click the link here, and then obviously has a little click visit to get this, and then they can see the regular pin or they can see this pin. So this is a standalone idea pin, so it can still be found in search. Obviously you would be using titles and descriptions and the notes and hashtags and all those things, but this is the one that gets the affiliate links. So you have one regular pin that pins to or redirects to a section, so that if they see this and they're like, oh, actually, yeah, I want to, find out how to get to these particular items, they would then come to this section that has all of these as idea pins, and then they can go, okay, I wanted the pillow, which is, that's what I came here for, so they would then use this one to click on the link. So I keep the videos very short. So as you can see, this is roughly 4.4 seconds long, and when I bring it over into Pinterest, I make this section here the cover board, so that when you come into Pinterest, you see that this is the one that the product that they were looking for. So if I go back to here and I go to saved, honestly I think saved should just be the default, and if I come into here, as you can see, these are the items. So in this case here, I haven't done the section, but it is definitely something that I am going to be looking at doing for these types of products moving forward. Is you would have this one as a regular pin and or a idea pin. I would A/B test this actually. I would create a regular pin that links back to the section. I would do an idea pin that links back to the section, and actually ABC test it. So a regular and idea pin that links back to the sections that hold just the products that were in the collection. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 products are in a section, and I have an idea pin and a regular pin that link back to the section. I would also do a favorites on Etsy and have the idea pin and each of these individual pins so the idea pin that links to the favorites board, which then has all the 4 individuals, and then I would see what was actually performing the best using those methods. So that is something that I would look at doing also. So strategy, I guess that's strategy 4 would be ABC testing. So I would do the regular pin, the idea pin, and the idea pin that links to a favorites collection on your Etsy account, and seeing what of those different methods is the best that works for you, for your Etsy store, for your Etsy products, or for your Etsy affiliate links, whichever of those you are, for this like gift guide seasonal shopper time. Strategy 5 then would be creating one large kind of idea pin. So it would have multiple. So this one only had 4. As you can see, that's probably like as packed as you can get it for a regular pin. But if you're doing an idea pin, you can have, I don't know, let's try 10 to 20 products that you would have in the one idea pin. Obviously it would be a bit of a longer video / slideshow, whatever you want to do, whether it's this the carousel or the videos for the idea pins that you're creating. But I would try out doing 10 to 20 items that link to a board that has each of the individual pins, and also I would A/B test that one as well. So you would be creating the idea pin that links to your board that contains the items that you are promoting, and I would also do the idea pin that links to the favorites on Etsy. So test them out to see which of the two work best for you and the types of products that you are creating and your customer that you are targeting. That would be something that I would try in strategy 5, is creating a bundle of a larger amount so that making an actual board, an overall board, relevant. And in this board you would only have the items, so the 10 to 20 items. You would not have any other pins in there other than those 10 to 20 pins that link directly to the product that you are promoting. So obviously using my hack of going to the shop, using the search bar in the shop and finding the item that way so that they are still getting to that particular shop. If you're doing this as just an affiliate, it's less important because obviously you earn a commission either way, as long as the customer finds similar or the same item. As long as the customer is happy, then that particular part is less important. But if you are the Etsy seller and you are being both the Etsy seller and the affiliate in this particular scenario, please think about using that strategy that I mentioned, is just using your shop and the search bar within your shop. That was quite a lot to take in. So the next video ideas that I have for Pinterest marketing and Pinterest marketing ideas for Shopify and Etsy sellers are how to create freebies for your products, how to create QR codes for your products, and specifically how to combine freebies and QR codes, how to create UGC style content for Pinterest and for your other social media. I do want to say a huge thanks to everybody who watched my Pinterest strategy video. You really all seem to like that. I got a ton of subscribers from that particular video, which is why I think that, you know, this is something that you guys are interested in, is content marketing, Pinterest marketing for Etsy sellers, Etsy affiliates, Shopify sellers, those sorts of things. Are you also interested in content of how to create digital products? Is that something that you are interested in? Do you want a mix of both of those things, or are you here specifically for Pinterest marketing, content marketing? Let me know in the description box below. The video that I'm referring to, I will link right here. You want to go ahead and watch that next. I have another video coming out soon, so go ahead and follow this playlist if you are interested in Pinterest marketing strategies, and I'll see you in the next one.